G'day, welcome back to the walkabout of Dark Souls 2. Now that we've actually taken care of the Scorpionus, we can quickly pop back and have a chat with our man. And he's got a little present for us. So we're going to pop in and get that. Now you can run straight there pretty much. You don't need to hang around too much. So we're going to bung on the chat to the Muppet ring. Let's have a look. We'll put that one on, and we're going to make sure that we've got some of those bad boys. We're just going to run past everything. Because when we come and chat to him this time, he's going to give us a present for killing his wife. You know, because people get like that. And fair enough. You can't have everything. Where would you... Oh, we've stuffed it up. Here we are. Come in down here and have a chat to him.
Defeated my better half.
Hang on.
This is my thanks. Take it.
Oh. And he gives you a fragrant branch of yore. Ah, this guy's proving really annoying. Hey, that's it. And he gives you the warm-up gesture.
I have it, but...
So, we picked up now 2 fragrant branches of yore, which is pretty good. What we're going to do now is head downstairs. We want to get... Gurmy happening. Before we get Gurmy happening, you want to make sure you're back in the Rat Covenant. Now you can either go back to the Rat guy and talk to him and get into the Covenant, but remember you can also do that back at Majula by chatting to the cat. So we're a little heavy, it's alright. Put on our Royal Soldier's ring and we can fast roll again. So I'm a Sunbro at the moment, but I don't want to be a Sunbro, I want to be a Rat Bro. So you can see there's our boy. He's turned up. He's going to be selling us.
Oh. You did.
Oh, abandoned covenant. No. Covenants. I want. Oh. Now, how do I...
This place is...
Oh.
Are you going to for heaven? Imagine. Have you made friends with
You actually have to, in Dark Souls 2, go to the actual Covenant guy. What a pain in the bum. Fair enough. We'll go to the Covenant guy. We'll go and chat to Ratty. So come and chat to Ratty. Remember, it's the grave entrance. And we've been through here before, so we're going to rejoin the Rat Covenant. And the reason is we're going to head down into Gurm City. And Gurm City is fantastic. The only downside of Gurm City is that it's a PvP hotspot. And if you're not in the Rat Covenant, you get summoned in.
Be gone.
There we are.
My servant.
So, we've rejoined it. He doesn't mind the treason. I'm not sure why you'd want to abandon a covenant. But there you go. And now that we've got our Rat King covenant, we can come back down to Gurm's Respite. Now, the only thing you need to... The only one you want to whack probably with a bow and arrow is the big one out there. That guy. However, we're not going to be going that way. We're going to go this way. And normally, if you come through here, as soon as you come through here, they're going to attack, and a bunch of rats are going to attack, etc. We've only got... Now, this is a Pharos Lockstone area. Now, we've got 4 of them here. So, I'm going to show you the first one in here, which is a particularly good one. a mongrel. I wasted one. You want to get the down underneath one, not the side one. Come in behind this Herbert. And down the end is a chest. And in the chest is a really interesting weapon called the Santier Spear. Now the Santier Spear is like a halberd. Where is it? There it is. And you can see it's got like a rock on, it's a skull on the end of it. But if you whack it hard enough and delete and break it, you get a brilliant move set and you get a weapon that actually has indestructibility. So it's particularly good. It works like a twin blade. We're not going to use it, but that's where you get it from. A couple of amber herbs, and you can see we're not being attacked by anything. So come on in. And upstairs, really all we're doing in here is collecting some goodies. So grab these ones, pop around, pop a lockstone in here because there's something downstairs that we want. You can see that one opens up. Come up in here for a beautiful little chest that contains two hard to find items. One is a faint stone and one is a twinkling titanite. So if you want to have your weapons infused with magic, faint stone. Back down here, follow these bad boys around. Now they're not attacking, and that's because we very sensibly, now this will weirdly either have okay, it's going to have that. It could have poison or it could have one of them. Grab your chunk. That takes us, that's pretty good for us because that means we can upgrade our little bad boy all the way to the max. To the max. Come over here, pick up some Pharos lockstones and a large soul. Alright, now this area. If you look over straight ahead where I'm pointing, down the bottom there is another Gurm axe. A really good little weapon for a strength build. And that axe is a very, very powerful one, and it does a great job. We're going to grab it last because once we drop down there to grab it, we'll head out. Before we grab that, come around the side here. We want to open up that one, so use the middle one. Now you can see here that if you weren't in the Rat Covenant, all of these would be aggro and you would have to fight all of these guys. Now through there is another boss. Well, I'm just trying to remember how I actually get to it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, can't remember. Anyway, we don't want that boss, so what we want to do is go over here and drop down over there, pick up the Gurm axe and the torch, come through this area, and we're back out again. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do now is head up. We've been through there. We've had a look at all these, and we're back out here where we came from. Okay. All right. So that's where we've all been. We've been through there. Easy to get lost in this area because, as usual, it's pretty dark. Stick to your left. That's the doorway straight ahead. Well, if we're lucky, Goblin has moved into this space. So there's no need to save. We didn't do anything. Oh yeah, I like to take this out with bow and arrow if I can, only because fighting him in the wet when you can't actually move properly is a pain in the bum, and unlike Dark Souls, you can't actually get yourself anything that's going to help you move quicker in the water. Pick up the prism stones, and while you're doing that, little Gurmy. There's Gurmmeister. These guys hit surprisingly hard, but are weak as water. They hit like a truck, but they're weak as water. They also drop a lot. So they're well worth farming if you've got magic or something, or some sort of, nice projectile. Do a bit of farming in here, works well. Their outfits are great fun. And in here, you can pick up Dragon Charm. I'm hoping, just around the corner here, we'll meet Goblin. If we're lucky, he's in here. There he is. Let's buy a whole ton of, let's get heaps, poison arrows. And you can also sell stuff, remember. We don't want to, but you can if you want. Okay. But that's where Gavlan lives now, so you can come back here any old time. Now, if you want to farm for another one of these axes, because perhaps you want to maybe infuse it, this is the guy to farm. Now, he's given us his helmet, but he hasn't given us his axe. Okay, well, we'll survive. Up there's a little... you mongrel. And it didn't die. Oh well, come back, grab it next time. Didn't drop anything. How about his mate? His mate's already down here. Pick up an old mundane stone. And up we come, heading towards the next boss. Now, before we do this boss, at the Brightstone Cave Seldora, we want to pop back all the way back to Majula and go and chat to a friend of ours to make sure he leaves that area and comes here. So it's one of those things in Dark Souls, you got to keep your eye where all these little quests are and how they're operating and who's in them. Okie doke. So come up here. That's the ticket. Okay, up here, round. Back in here. And remember we went through here before, we chatted to Bernard before we did it? Well, now we've opened it all up. Come and chat to him again.
What? Clearing the way was your doing, was it?
Sure was, mate. Happy to help, Cobber.
Didn't think you had it in you, pal.
Ah, come on now.
No. That's not like it sounds, no. It was pleasant.
Sounds mean.
Aye, that's all. Name's Ben Hart.
Go on, you Bernard.
Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are going to meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it, by my sword. The road ahead's going to be long, but I'm here to help.
All right.
I am in your debt. It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid.
Good stuff, mate.
That's
And he gives you the joy gesture. And we're going to leave it there, and I'll catch you next time.